Everyone, it's time for us to go and take a look at the next comparison that we're doing between the Samsung Galaxy A56, A36, S26, iPhone 16, 16e, and the Pixel 9 Pro XL. Now I have my little timer right here, so I'll be checking back in basically every hour. And for the first hour of this test, we're basically just going to have them on their main display. I'm going to adjust these, I'm going to make it look a little bit better, but they're all charged up to 100% right now. They're also having all the apps cleared out in the background, as you all can tell. So all the applications are cleared out, but also all the brightnesses are at their max brightness. So there's no automatic brightness here. They're all maxed out on their brightness, as you can tell. So I wanted to go and make sure that all of them are basically as even as you can possibly make it. So what we're going to do is basically whatever we do on one phone, we're also going to be doing on the other one. So whatever the Samsung Galaxy A26 does, the A56 is going to do, the 16e is going to do, and the Pixel 9 Pro XL is going to do. So for this first hour, all we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and have these on their main displays, and we're going to play a YouTube video in the background. The video is going to make it so they don't just close out and they don't time out. So we're going to go ahead and do that. We'll check back in about another hour, and we'll see where these phones are in about another hour from now. Okay, everyone, so the hour has passed, and we're at varying battery lives on all of them. My Samsung Galaxy A56, I know it's a little hard to tell, but I'll just kind of tell you. The Galaxy A56 is at 96%. My Galaxy A36 is at 96%. My Galaxy A26 is at 94%. My iPhone 16e is at 98%. My iPhone 16 is at 99%. And the Pixel 9 Pro XL all the way at the end is basically at 92%. So varying battery lives on all of them. Like I said, all we did was just basically have them on their main display for the last hour. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and load up Temple Run 2. And I'm going to just basically let Temple Run 2 kind of play out in the background on all of them. And we're just going to go and do the same thing. We're just going to go and let them kind of die out. And we'll check back in about another hour. And we'll see where we're at. Alright everyone, it's been about another hour. And we just played Temple Run 2 in the background of all of these. And I just went through and I just closed out of all these on here, so it's only been about an hour. On my Samsung Galaxy A56, I had a battery life of 88%. My Galaxy A56, yeah, 88%. My Galaxy A36 is at 87%. My Galaxy A26 is at 84%. My iPhone 16e up here is at 88%. My iPhone 16 is at 90%, and my Google Pixel 9 Pro XL all the way at the end is at 82%. So we will go ahead and just let these go back to playing Temple Run 2 for a little bit longer. It's going to take a while for these things to die out anyways. So we'll go back to playing Temple Run 2. We'll check back in about another hour, and we'll basically see where we're at that point. So it's been about another hour. So let's go and hop out of all of them. If we go and hop out of all of these, they were again just playing Temple Run 2 in the background. Now, if we go ahead and take a look, my Galaxy A56 is at 79%, my Galaxy A36 is at 76%, my Galaxy A26 is at 74%, my iPhone 16e is at 77%, my iPhone 16 is at 81%, and then my Google Pixel 9 Pro XL all the way at the end is at 71%. So as of this point, my Google Pixel 9 Pro XL is still doing the worst as I expected. My Galaxy A56 is doing decently. It's doing the best out of these three new phones that just came out. But still the iPhone 16 right now is still doing the best when it comes down to these. So once again, we'll go ahead and check back in about another hour or so. And we'll see where we're at. I'm debating on turning on the flashlight in the background now, or maybe I'll wait. Maybe I'll wait an hour and then I'll turn on the flashlight and then we'll go from there. So it's been about another hour and we are at varying battery lives once again. So at the start of it, the Galaxy A56 is at around 70%. The Galaxy A36 is at 64%. The Galaxy A26 is at 63%. And the iPhone 16e is at 64%. The iPhone 16 is at 71%. And the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL is at 58%. So right now, the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL is still doing the worst. It's probably going to end up dying in the next 3 to 4 hours. The Galaxy A56 is at 70%, which is actually still doing pretty good. Has a substantially bigger size battery than the iPhone 16. The 16 is doing the best right now, but I think that's probably going to end up changing very, very soon. So we'll check back in about another hour, and we'll basically see where we're at from there. So another hour has passed. We're now at the 5 hour mark and basically hopping out of all these applications once again. We can see we're going to be at varying battery lives already again. Now, the very beginning, you can see that my iPhone or my Galaxy A56 right over here is at, if we go and zoom in, it's at about 50, it's about 60% right now. The Galaxy A36 is about 52%. My Galaxy A26 is also at 52%. Very interesting, these two are the same. The iPhone 16e is also at 52%. It's crazy, these three phones are exactly the same percentage. My iPhone 16 over here is at 60%, and then my Google Pixel 9 Pro XL all the way at the end is at 45%. So you can see that for the most part, all these phones are at varying battery lives. My Galaxy A56 at 60% is still doing pretty good. Now it's in line at the exact same moment as the iPhone 16. So things are starting to change a little bit here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and turn on the flashlight while I'm playing the game. The reason for that is it's going to be a little bit more of an advanced one. It's going to be a little bit more, powerful, and it's also going to drain these a little bit more. So let's check back in about another hour after playing these videos, playing the game, and then also having the flashlight on the background. Let's check back in at the 6 hour mark. So another hour has passed and we are at varying battery lives once again. So hopping out of all these, you can see right here that they are still all on, which is great. My Samsung Galaxy A56 that is all the way over here is basically giving us a battery life of about 46%. The Galaxy A36 is at 35%. The Galaxy A26 is at 37%, so that's actually more than the Galaxy A36. The iPhone 16e is at 33%. The iPhone 16 is at 43%. And all the way at the end, the Pixel 9 Pro XL is at 29%. Now, like I had stated, they all have just been playing Temple Run 2 in the background. They've all had this video on. But the difference here now is that they all have their flashlights on. So all their flashlights are basically on inside of all these devices right now, which is great. On top of that, I've noticed that there's more battery going down right now. The Galaxy A56 is still doing pretty good. The iPhone 16 is actually doing better than the A56 right now, and the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL is still doing the worst. So we will let them go for another hour. We will check back in again and see where they're at in another hour. So another hour has passed, time is flying by, flashlight on, everything about the same. Hopping out of all these once again, you can see where we are at. Now, if you hop out of all these, you can see my Galaxy A56 right now is at about 31%, Galaxy A36, 18%, A26, 21%, iPhone 16e, 16%, iPhone 16, 25%, and the Pixel 9 Pro XL at 13%. So, pretty interesting stuff here. You can see that my Pixel 9 Pro XL automatically switched over to this dark mode thing, so I'm going to have to change that. But for the most part, all of them are going the way I thought. The A56 now in the lead. So once again, we'll check back in about another hour, see where we're at. So I want to do a quick little check-in. You can see that the iPhone 16e did end up dying at the 8 hour and 3 minute mark, and the Pixel 9 Pro XL ended up dying at the 7 hour and 49 minute mark. So I want to give it a little bit more time. We already know these are probably going to die in the next hour, but I did want to do a quick little check-in and to show you those phones had ended up dying at this point. And we are at the 9 hour and 31 minute mark, and the iPhone 16 did end up dying at the 8 hour and 28 minute mark, and the Galaxy A56 is still going on. For those of you who don't know, even though I'm recording here, I do keep my time-lapse going on the side, so I can always keep a tab on when these iPhones and these devices die. And as you can see, and my iPhone 16 did end up dying around that 8 hour and 28 minute mark. So that's kind of what ended up happening here. The Galaxy A56 is still going strong, which is really, really cool. And as you can see, for the most part, the Galaxy A56 did end up dying at around, it's still at around 1% right now, which is pretty insane. So out of all these phones, the A56 definitely had the best battery life. The iPhone 16 was definitely in second place, which is always good to see. And then we had the Galaxy A36, Galaxy A26, and then the Pixel 9 Pro XL, definitely did the worst here. All in all, I definitely will tell you, when it comes down to all of these phones, if you're trying to get the best battery life, the Samsung Galaxy A56 is definitely going to be giving you the best battery life out of these specific devices. I do think if you're trying to take a look at which ones are going to be the better ones long term, I don't think you can go wrong with either one of these, right? But I do think the Galaxy A56 is going to be giving you the best one. If you're trying to find a good mix between power, performance, all those things, I think the iPhone 16 is probably going to be giving you a better experience, but I am still shocked by how good of a job the A56 does from a battery life perspective. Because even from that, these have the same exact battery sizes. So you would think, and they basically have the same size screen. So you would think that these would be the same, but there's a pretty big difference, and the A56 is definitely way more optimized, at least from this specific test that I ran. So from that side, that kind of covers it up there for the most part. If you have any other thoughts or questions, please let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.